Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today, I wanted to walk you through a build I did off camera. I knew I wanted it to be a multi-level home with a couple of bump outs here and there, and that I wanted it on a small lot. Now, how many levels? I wasn't sure if I was going to do 2 or 3. Once I got going in it, though, I ended up deciding I wanted to do 3 stories. So that's what I ended up doing. And once I got that figured out, the rest kind of sort of came together. I knew that one big bump out on the side I wanted to definitely be the kitchen. And I knew that I was going to need stairs as well. So those were the first 2 things that I had in mind. Once I placed the stairs, I was like, okay, that's definitely where the bathroom is going to go. That wasn't an option. But that ended up getting split in half. And I can't remember exactly what I did with it, but I did change it up. I believe there's like an activity area and a bathroom or a closet or something like that. I can't remember, but you'll find out here in the video. But anyway, once I was like starting to place furniture in there, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can't have the double wide stairs. We're going to have to go with single wide stairs. So I made that adjustment, and then I just kind of kept going with it, and it kind of fell into place. Once I got upstairs, I was like, okay, this is way too big to be a single bedroom, even an ensuite. Too much room for that. So I decided that I was going to make it more of a parent's bedroom that's attached to a toddler or baby's bedroom with an adjoining bathroom. So that way the parents could have easier and quicker access to the child should they need to in the middle of the night. I know in Simology it doesn't quite work that way, but in my brain, that's how it worked. So that's what I went with. I did keep trying to, place furniture here and there to try to figure out exactly how I was going to do the layout, because I did not want to forget to have a bathroom on the main floor for guests. And with as much room as there was downstairs, I knew that I was going to be able to do an office. So I wanted to figure out how and where to place the office, knowing where my living room and kitchen were absolutely going to be. So trying to figure out the dining room, the office, and the bathroom was a little bit of a thought process, but I did figure it out. But once I started going, I was like, oh my God, a sunken living room as soon as you walk in, that would be such a cool effect. So I did that, played around with a few other things, and I actually honestly love the way it turned out. I had an idea in my head for how I wanted the roof to look, with the little pieces, kind of wings on the side there on the bottom floor, but it wasn't working. It did not look right. It looked like an old church to me. So I was like, okay, I know we can't do that. I've got to figure something else out for the roof. And once I placed the platform for the half wraparound porch, the roof part came together. I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I think of this before? So I think it looked fantastic. And although I'm placing the windows here, they absolutely do not stay this way, and they don't look great in the end, at least on 2 sides of the house, but we'll worry about that later. In any case, here in just a minute, we're going to go through the walkthrough, so don't go anywhere. Hit like and subscribe, and just blink. Alrighty, here we are, y'all. It is all done, and I love it. I think it turned out so cute. It was a little difficult with the roof lines and the pitches and everything, but I think in the end it worked out pretty good. Yep, back of the house and the side of the house don't look great, but you know what? It is what it is. That's just how it's gonna be. Over here on the porch, we've got some herbs, a little bench to sit on. We also have a place for the family to play Don't Wake the Llama or other games, I believe. Also, on the side yard, I have a little gardening section for flowers or other things. But we do have a flower arranging table. So whatever your sim is most interested in is what they can do. But that's it for the exterior. Nothing too extravagant. It's just kind of normal. Now let's go inside, see what I did. Man, I love this front porch. It's so cool. Anyway, so we walk in the front door, and off to the left, you've got your coat rack. Got a nice window, stairs ahead. Off to the right, we have a sunken living room. And we have a nice little sofa table here with some knickknacks on top. We also have a pet bed, some toys, and a food bowl. Over yonder, we have the kitchen, which we will be there shortly. You step down into the living room, and we've got the cozy kitsch sofa and love seat, which I think are a perfect fit for this. I thought I changed the color. Oh, no, yeah, I did change the color to the salmon from the orange. That's right. We've got a few little knickknacks here and there. Not a whole lot. There's only one room in this house that has more clutter than anything else, but we'll get to that. They do have a gaming system, some plants, curtains, lights, all the necessities required, but this is your only way in and out of the living room. We come back up and we have the dining room table with a beautiful rug that matches the living room, and the living room rug matches the dining room. So there you go. It's all perfect. It goes in a complete circle. We have a buffet over here with some snacks and teacups and whatnot, and your little Roomba hanging plants. Is that the ceiling clipping through? I think it is. Dang it. Why isn't it clipping over there? Anyway, here is the large open kitchen with plenty of storage all the way around. They do have a little bit of clutter on the counters, not a whole lot. I didn't want to clutter everything up. Plus, with it being such a large home and so many rooms, I didn't want to put too much clutter in the house. There's already going to be a lot here as it is. Now we go through this door, and this is the office. It's a very cozy little office. I like it. Oh my God, I just realized that the books match the chair, matches the rug. I didn't even do that on purpose. That's kind of cool. So anyway, you've got the family computer basically here. Whoever needs the computer can use it. Up here, I place the llama and the owls. I had to place with the shift and also my 9 key to raise it up. Everything else is just, it's slotted right in. And then here we have our little half bath downstairs. Nice, bright, colorful colors, same as in the kitchen, with, you know, the necessities you need for a half bath for your guests. Now we are going to go up these stairs onto the landing, a very quiet, peaceful little landing, which is the perfect place for the children to do their homework up here, should they need to or want to. They don't have to go downstairs. They can just do their homework up here. And they do have a window so they can look out if they want to, no big deal. And bookcases as well. If we keep going down this hall here, in this door, we have the boys' room. This is the most cluttered room of the house. It's the teenage boy, and this is his room. He's got it cluttered up with stuff on the walls, sort of. He's got a new pair of shoes over there. He's got his toiletries, his incense, clothes all over the place, shoes all on the floor, sports equipment on the floor. He's not the neatest kid in the world, but his room is okay. It's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. And this bathroom here, same as the one downstairs, it is shared. What is that from? Curtains, maybe, upstairs? We'll find out. Anyway, this bathroom is shared with his little brother, who loves the freezer bunny and has him plastered all over his room. But he does have his own little playhouse and his closet armoire. And we step out of his room back into the hallway. One more floor, people, one more floor. Woo! I keep forgetting, third floor is pretty quick. So here we've got family portrait wall with some planted plants. We have the parents' bedroom here, which I love. Brown and pink are such a great combination of colors. And I am so lucky that I found all of these pieces that everything works together so perfectly. I freaking love it. I think it's amazing. I think it looks fantastic, and it all blends so wonderfully together. Now, through this door, we have a bathroom. This is the main bathroom for the house. Well, for this room anyway. They've got a bathtub and a shower as well. They're separate. But when you go through this door, you go into their little baby daughter's room. I love how this turned out. It is so cute. This is like made for a princess. No doubt about it. I think it looks amazing. I absolutely love this. Even the wallpaper, which I wasn't too sure of, but once I changed the color swatch on it and placed it down, I think it worked out just perfectly. I love this room. This is probably my favorite room of the whole house. I'm telling you, man, I am not a girly girl, but dang, I really do like to decorate for girly girl. It's just so fun and pretty and princessy. even though I am like not like that at all. But we leave the baby's room straight out here. So the parents can be in their bedroom. They can hear the baby. The closest way is to go through the bathroom into the baby's room. But that's why I did it that way. I know and I understand as a toddler and as a baby, you're going to have to be carrying that kid up and down the stairs, 2 flights of stairs. But I was thinking reality wise, you're going to want the baby closest to mom and dad, or mom or dad. So that is the whole build. I love how this turned out. I really do like how the downstairs turned out. It's open, it's roomy, spacious. I don't know that I would want to do it any other way. And I didn't have a lot of stuff on the walls because the walls themselves, to me, is art. So I feel like I can get away without putting a lot of things on the walls because it's not needed. It's not a flat color of wall. There's already art there. So that's just my opinion. And I like it that way. So make of that as you will. It is all right. I won't be mad. I think that's it. I did do the terrain paint with the gravel under all the bushes, the pathways, with the little side garden here. I think it worked out pretty good. And then doing the bump out and the brick, I think just added something to it. This side view of the house, I think looks really, really good. The front view looks all right. It looks, doable. But the side and the other side, it just looks like one of those prefab homes that they pop up in a weekend kind of thing. That's okay too. That is not a big deal. That is not a problem. I don't mind. I'm not going to be looking at the outside of the house. I still want to look nice, but I did the best I could. My thumbnail is what looks good, and that's what's important. If you want to download this one and give it a try in your gameplay, or if you just want to download it and redo it altogether, that's fine too. You can find it under my hashtag, or you can find it under hashtag 3-story family home. That is the title, and I want it to be easier for you to find. As easy as possible for you to find on the gallery. I wanted to make it as little packs as possible, but I got it carried away. There's like, what is that? 1, 2, a little over 3 pages. I'm sorry. But it looks so cute. I can't help it. Carried away. Promise I'm trying to do more limited builds. But sometimes, if I'm off camera or whatever, I don't have a plan. I'm just building. This is what happens. But I am going to consciously put out some videos that are limited builds. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Hit like if you haven't already. Make sure you leave any and all comments, questions, or suggestions down below. And until next time, y'all, have fun.